jumpers all the time.
Yeah.
Tell me your favorite play, your favorite moment.
Being able to watch myself grow from the beginning of the season to the end was definitely, yeah, felt good.
Cool. Sarah, tell me what was your biggest moment? It could have been in a game, it could have been in a championship game, rebound, layup. What was it? Describe that moment with great detail.
The last game when like I got a lot of blocks that game.
Got you. So you're a defender. Cool beans. So, Coach, tell me, if you could tell me how you got into coaching a little bit. Tell us about that and how you got to class.
Well, Coach Malcolm Roberts, my daughter was a sixth grader, and so we came in, and that's how I started. He asked me, to help him coach. So that's how I started.
Now you have a phenomenal assistant on your bench with you.
Yes.
She played a little basketball herself, and
Yes.
I see her doing a little. I don't know if she's doing some mothering over there, some yelling over there. So tell me, how is that assistant coach of yours?
She does great. I mean, she takes care of the parents and takes care of all the stuff. All I got to do is coach.
Sure.
So she takes care of everything. So
I'm messing with Coach a little bit. His wife Shannon is his assistant, and so she does a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
So ladies, tell me, starting with you, Callie, how do you kind of balance the academic rigor of class and SAS, the expectations for the classroom, with high expectations on the basketball court? How do you manage that yourself?
Really big on good grades, but takes a lot of time management. That's the biggest thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
What about you, Sarai?
Making sure I don't do too much sports to
Sure.
where I can still keep up with
Sure.
my work.
Sure. So, Coach, what is your conversation to these student athletes about their grades and what that looks like?
well, they know that the classroom comes first. We have a study hall after class, and they do that right before practice. So they have time to take care of their work. So that's very important. They know that.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, Callie, and I'll go to you, Sarai. Tell me what position you play. What about that position you like? And then if you got to get a bucket, if Coach Sutton needs something, we need 2-3 points to win. Tell me what that is going to be. What is your go-to move? So tell me what position you play, and then tell me what that move is.
I'm a point guard. My favorite part about being a point guard, I can control the game, like what my team needs to do, what I need to do, control the pace and to what I need it to be. And if I need to come down and get a point, my go-to move is probably hit somebody with a spin move.
Uh-oh, with the spin. Sarai, tell me, what does this look like for you? Tell me what position you play. Tell me what you like about that. And then, listen, however your coach needs you to get that next bucket, what's that look like for you?
I play post. My favorite thing to do is block, and to get a point I would dive.
Yep, go hustle for the ball. Absolutely. So, Coach Sutton, if you were to, first of all, talk a little bit about these two young ladies. Obviously, I've seen Callie play. So describe these two athletes we have here and kind of what they bring to this team.
So with Callie, she came in as a seventh grader, and there was eighth graders there. So for this year, she was more of a leader this year, and she handled that, and she did a good job at that.
Sure.
But yeah, whatever I tell her to do, she go out there and do it. With Sarai, she just does everything. The same thing. Whatever I tell her to do, she does it.
Sure. So, ladies, with the women's basketball game, I think garnering much more attention in the last several years than maybe previously before, with the expansions of the WNBA. But not only that, they're playing these 3-on-3s, they're playing these 1-on-1s. Tell me, Callie, what do you think about just women's basketball and what you've seen over the last couple of years?
I'm enjoying watching it grow. From where it started, nobody was really talking about it, but some of the upcoming women's players.
Sure.
Yeah.
So who was that women's player out there, or college team, or WNBA team? What team is that for you? Who are you looking at? Who are you rooting for?
I'm not sure. A little bit of
A
everybody.
little bit of everybody.
Yeah.
All right, Sarai, what about you?
Um, um,
It's okay. You can think about it.
Like OU or SU,
Oh.
I mean, whatever.
Or any WNBA teams. Like
Yeah.
the All-Star game was on last night, right? And so Candace Parker was out there coaching. I know that it was the men's NBA, but yeah. So coach, who do you get coaching inspiration from? Like who are you sitting down with as you strategize about your basketball team, and who've been some of your guys that you glean from in coaching?
So Jim Perinovic, he was the head coach at Classen, and he's now at Newcastle. Malcolm Roberts. Malcolm Roberts has been a big instrument, a big part. Them are some.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, so Callie, describe what practice looks like, right? So if I'm a novice and I don't know much about basketball, describe to me what practice looks like, and then you guys can tell me, is he a hard coach or not? I know
Okay.
Mrs. Coach Sutton over there keeps him straight.
We do a little bit of everything. We have days for conditioning, days for shooting. We do footwork, passing, pretty much everything. And it definitely, you can see a difference from the start of the season to the end of the season, how we do our practices.
Got you. So Sarai, here's a question for you. It's game day. What are you listening to in your headphones, and what are you eating on game day? Name that tune, and what are you eating?
I would be listening to like SZA or something.
SZA. Oh my gosh.
And I would just eat whatever my mom brings me.
You're not eating in the cafeteria. Don't answer. Callie, what are you listening to,
'Kay.
and what are you eating?
I don't really listen to music to get ready for a game.
Okay.
My music is not the hype up type of music, but eating before a game, it depends.
So we have a set meal where they eat like every game day.
Sure.
So yeah, they don't. Yeah.
So what is your conversation with these student athletes about nutrition? Because listen, before I played middle school basketball, I was eating chocolate chip cookies and milk, right? Like way too much.
Well, the first couple of practices, I mean, the girls were holding their stomachs. They was doing. So I tell them, the pop, all that stuff has to, the junk food has to
Sure.
go, water, yeah. So they know. I tell them about the eating habits and
Sure,
stuff. And
sure.
Yeah, that good stuff.
So you guys are at Classen, right? SAS Middle School, and you are in line to go to Classen SAS at Northeast, right? And their girls basketball team has been really, really good over the last few years. So tell me, Callie, what are you looking forward to? What are you excited about as you go to ninth grade?
I'm looking forward to better competition and hopefully more like time for training.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I know you're just a seventh grader, so as you think, Sarai, as you getting ready to come back, your role is going to look a little different next year. What are you thinking about next year already?
I think that. Well, like, what do you mean, like?
So so this year you were just a defender. Like, what part of your game maybe you're going to be more vocal? You're going to lead the girls a little bit more. You're going to have more of a leadership role, right? Are you excited about that?
Yeah.
Right. So what part of your game do you really want to work on this summer? Like your jump shot, or what does that look like for you?
I want to work on like everything.
Everything. Got you. So Coach, tell me, like, do you have much conversation with the student athletes about, because I know they go to an extremely rigorous academic institution,
Yes.
but your talks about going to college, what are you sharing with these middle school young ladies about that, making that next step? I know it's to high school, but just even that bigger picture, because
Yes.
they're eligible to start being recruited, I believe, in the 8th grade or 9th grade, if I'm not mistaken. So what's your conversation with them?
Yes, you have to do your research. You have to figure out like where the climate you want to be in, away from home you want to be. So you know, you just got to do your research. So
Got you. So ladies, are you guys participating in other sports other than basketball? Because you know some people specialize, some people don't. So tell me, what do you do other than basketball, Callie?
I do track. I did track for my first time last year, so I'm gonna try it again this year.
Got you.
I do track, softball, and volleyball.
Got you. So, Coach, what does summer look like? What are you encouraging them to do summer-wise?
where for some of the girls that don't play in the summer, to try to get on a team to develop your skills and you know, stuff like that. But just try to get on a team. If you're really serious about basketball, you know, just develop your skills, you know, during the summer.
Sure.
Yeah.
So a few more questions. Callie, you guys have won 7 in a row, 8 with the COVID year championships. How does it feel representing women's basketball as you walk around those halls at Class and SAS Middle School?
What do you mean?
Like, so what sense does that give you? Like a sense of pride? How do your other students react to you guys? Because I've been to the games. I see them cheering you on. What is it like when you walk down the hall? Are people congratulating you? Do they want to talk about, hey, they saw you with your step back or your little spin move, right? How does that interaction with those other students in the hallways?
Well, they don't really do too much, but every now
They
and then.
don't do too much?
Every now and then, if you hit a nice move, they'll talk about it.
They'll talk about it. Well, I'm sure you've hit some moves.
Yeah.
I've seen a few of them myself. How does it make you feel, Sarai? I know you're a 7th grader, and I know this is your first year in middle school, but just what do you feel like as you walk around, as you won this championship? You know, does it make you feel good that you've contributed and accomplished something really cool?
Yeah.
Right? So in terms of your teachers, how do your teachers respond? They're pretty supportive of what you guys are doing?
Yeah.
Got you. So, Coach, not last but or not least, but in terms of your relationship and your communication, man, who out there would you like to say thank you to, right, to help you guys be successful? And I'm going to come back to these two and ask them the same question.
Well, the class and the administration, they've been real supportive. My wife, Shannon, she takes care of all the business, all the other stuff.
Thank you, Coach Shannon.
Yeah, she takes care of all that stuff. But yeah, just administration and stuff. Yeah.
Sure. Sarai, if there's some people out there you want to say thank you to, who would you say thank you to that kind of helped you to become a better basketball player, help you become a great student? Who out there would you like to say thank you to?
My mom and my brothers.
Your brother. You got older brothers?
Yeah.
Are they push you around on the basketball court?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, those are good big brothers then, Sarai. All right, Callie, who out there would you like to say thank you to?
My older brother, my mom, my dad, my coaches, Coach Wayne, and even my younger sister.
Yeah, is she hooping?
Yes.
I think I see her over there sitting with your dad. Well, that's really cool, man. Here's the last question. I think I'm going to take a break at about 23 or 24. What is the one word or sentence that you would use to describe your team this year? So, Callie, what is either one word? How would you describe your team, right? So, for instance, my word might be for a team competitive, right? So what is one word? And then I'll come to you, Sarai, and then I'll end with you, Coach.
Okay.
I would describe one word I would use to describe my team this year is growth. We came a long way from the beginning, and it was like a brand new team. So us being able to get on the floor and us all being willing to come to practices and put in the work that we needed to put in to get that championship, we were all in it.
That's really cool. Sarai, what thank you. Sarai, what would your one word be to describe your team this year?
Can I use 2?
You can use as many as you're the birthday girl. You got all kind of grace.
Hardworking.
Hardworking. So, Coach, how would you describe it?
Determined. Yeah, they was. Yeah.
So in the past, the previous years, you know, I've seen you guys play there have been some tight games. But so help me and help those who are listening. What that determination looked like for them. What was that one moment where perhaps they were behind or they just wasn't, everything wasn't clicking? What was that moment that, hey, that word came to your mind about this team?
I think probably the first game we had at Western Heights when they had a pretty good team and they had to fight, and I actually used my whole team, all 12 players, and they did a good job. And we ended up pulling it out. But yeah.
Well, cool.
That first game.
Got you. If there's anything else in terms of how people who are listening and watching that can support class in SAS middle school athletics, how can they do that, Coach?
Well, they can attend class and
we're recruiting.
Hey,
Come to class
hey. But yeah, there's a lot of outlets
Sure.
to support, and I want to say thank you to the parents. They supported as well. I forgot to mention them. The parents was awesome. So yeah.
Us parents can be a lot, man. So thank you so much for enduring. No, just kidding. No, man, you guys have done a phenomenal job. It's been pretty cool to kind of watch you and kind of know who you are, right. And have the success that you and your wife have at Class and SAS and the way you do it, and to watch these young girls grow, right, and then go on, and you're still coaching them even at the high school level. So that's really cool. So listen, you have been listening to us here live on the River Sports OKC Coaches Show here on OKCPS Sports Radio 105.3 and streaming live on PPBC TV, presented by Metro Technology Centers, also sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods, Bedford Photography, Groundworks, Gridmore Boutique, Sneaker Boutiques, All About Now Photography, TTCU Federal Credit Union, Sam's Club, SSM Health, and St. Anthony's, Oklahoma City Community College, Super Prep, Perry Publishing and Broadcasting. Listen, we're going to take a break, and we'll see you on the other side.
Hey sports fans, get ready to step into the world of championships with Super Prep Live, hosted by Miles Perry, only on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Dive deep into the lives of high school and college athletes with exclusive interviews and insight that reveals what makes them great. Follow Super Prep across all social networks to never miss a moment. It's Super Prep Live with Miles Perry. Tune in, get inspired, and stay connected. Visit OKCSportsRadio.com.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and who wants to win $10,000? First of all, you gotta be a high school senior in Oklahoma City Metro. Second of all, you gotta hit that QR code down at the bottom. Third of all, this is brought to you by Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores and Perry Publishing Broadcasting. And don't forget Super Prep.
Injuries don't wait for business hours. Now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
KStateFair.com or by phone at 405-948-6800. This is also brought to you by Metro Technology Centers, Community Health Centers of Oklahoma, Presidential THC, and 100% bail bonds.
DRS provided me with a pathway to live life again. Empower yourself. Talk to DRS Vocational Rehabilitation or Services for the Blind today. OKDRS.gov. 800-487-4042.
Looking to further your education without breaking the bank? Enroll today at Oklahoma City Community College, the most cost-effective college in Oklahoma. OCCC is the fourth largest institution of higher education in the state, offering over 85 academic programs and more than 50 micro-programs designed to fit your needs, including sociology, biology, accounting, cyber information security, and so much more. Whether you're pursuing a degree or looking to gain specialized skills quickly, OCCC has a path to success for you. Visit www.occc.edu to learn more and call 405-682-1611 to take the first step towards your future today.
Introducing on-demand ordering for Civic Center Small Bites. Craving something delicious before the show? Now you can grab your favorites without missing a beat. Our chef recommends the Oklahoma Charcuterie, a delicious spread of specialty cured meats, house-made candied bacon, cornbread crostinis, and more. Stop by the Small Bites kiosk or any concessions location at your next Civic Center event to place your order. Explore all of our tasty options at okcciviccenter.com/food.
As a parent or caregiver, you are your teen's first and most important teacher, especially when it comes to healthy relationships. The conversation can feel awkward, but they need to hear from you. Open, honest talks about respect, boundaries, and sexual health can make a world of difference. Don't wait for someone else to have the talk. Start small, talk often, and let your teen know you're there to listen without judgment. When you lead the way, you help them make safer, healthier choices. Learn more at oklahoma.gov/health/SRAE.
Got some info? Share it at 405-600-9096. Voice it at 405-600-9096. Talk it at 405-600-9096.
Are you looking to rent a car? Better yet, do you need to rent a car but don't want to go through the hassle? If you said yes, let the professionals at A Plus Rent a Car put you in a rental vehicle today. They have low rates and the only requirements to rent a vehicle is you must be at least 21 years of age with a valid license, utility bill, and lease. Deposits are as low as $100. That's it. Low daily and weekly rental rates are available and great cars to choose from. A Plus Rent a Car is located at 2906 Northwest 23rd Street in Oklahoma City. Check out our website at apluscarental.com or call 405-602-0000. That's 405-602-0000 for A Plus Rent a Car. They accept cash, debit, prepaid, and credit cards.
Shopping with your parents can be embarrassing.
Why would they sell jeans with holes in them? I'm going to speak to the manager.
Mom!
That hoodie is giving. You should get it. YOLO.
Thanks to the Chase mobile app, your kid can shop independently while you keep an eye on their spending. So you can go from...
We can be twinsies.
...to...
How was shopping? Saw you stayed on budget.
Thanks, Mom. Freedom for kids, control for parents. That's family banking from Chase.
Account subject to approval. Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. Member FDIC.
And we are back here live from River Sports OKC. Welcome to the Oklahoma City Public Schools Coaches Show on OKCBS Sports Radio 105.3 and streaming live on PPBC TV. Presented by Metro Technology Centers. Also sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods, Bettman Photography, Groundworks, Gridmore Sneaker Boutiques, all about now photography, TTCU Federal Credit Union, Sam's Club, SSM Health, and St. Anthony's, Oklahoma City Community College, Super Prep, Perry Publishing and Broadcasting. We are back now with another class in SAS Middle School Championship team. We have the boys basketball ACAC champions, student athlete Ernest Wayne Sutton III, along with his coach, Coach Jaron Wilson. Yes, all right, I got it right. So, guys, glad to have you. Ernest, sorry, I have to give you a hard time because I see you on the phone with my daughter. So she's probably listening somewhere. I'm just messing with you, Ernest.
I'm Trey, by the way.
Okay, my bad, Trey. Hey, Coach, tell me, man, how did you get to Classen, and how long have you been there?
This is my first year there.
Okay.
First year at Classen. My son went there, and I got there by way of Jared. Got a pretty good partnership with Jared Graham.
Okay.
He kind of asked me to do it this year, and I was happy to do it.
Cool. How did you get into coaching in general?
Coach AU.
Okay.
Started coaching my son AU basketball,
Gotcha.
summer ball, and we practiced up at the Boys and Girls Club, and that's where I met Jared. And
went from there.
Yep.
Got you. Trey, so because I kind of know your family a little bit, how did you the obvious question, how did you get into basketball, and what is it about basketball that you really love?
I don't know. My parents just signed me up one day and just fell in love with it ever since.
Did you? Who's your favorite player in the Sutton family?
Definitely my Uncle Greg. Yeah.
I don't think he's better than your dad. He may not even be better than your mom.
I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
He made it to the NBA, so.
He did. He really did. So, Coach, tell me a little bit about winning your first ACA championship. What was that like, and what kind of went into that for you guys?
It was awesome, really, just to see the boys celebrate like they did, all the hard work we put in. I won a bunch of tournaments before, but that's probably right up there with anything I've ever won, just to see how happy they were.
Sure. Trey, how many is this for you? Did y'all win last year also?
No.
You didn't. So how did this year feel for you winning this year?
Felt good. I thought we were gonna win it anyway, but yeah.
Gotcha.
Really felt good.
So let me ask you a question. What was your best moment in the ACAC championship? You think? What was that moment? What was that play? The finger roll, slam dunk. I mean, just whatever that was you did. That was so spectacular.
I felt like it was when we were after my 2 free throws. We got the ball back because like they inbounded the ball and they turned it over immediately, and I was wide open for a 3 and I hit the 3.
Oh my gosh!
Whole gym was loud. It's crazy.
Did you leave your hands up?
I shook my head at the bench.
Yeah, that's really cool. So, Coach, so tell me what that pregame speech was like before the ACAC championship. You may not be able to tell us all of it, but
yeah, I can't really get into detail, but really it was more so just having them focus on each play, not really the end of the game or winning and anything like that, but just take it play by play.
Sure.
And then trust each other. That's the main thing with them, just having them trust each other, not try to do it by themselves.
Gotcha.
But trust the team.
So Trey, tell me the position you play and what about that position that you like a lot, and then what player do you attempt to pattern your game after?
Well, for position first, I'm like sort of a point. Well, like somewhere around shooting guard and small forward, but I'll run the point of like the bench players are in, and I'm in the game with them. So like,
sure.
But players I really like, Kevin Durant and like Michael Bridges.
Okay. All right.
I've been compared to like both of them. So.
All right. What about your game that they compare you to Kevin Durant?
I can definitely shoot the ball when I get a chance to, and attack the rim.
Yeah, you're Sutton. You shoot that ball, don't you? Just no matter what, keep shooting, baby.
Yeah.
So, Coach, tell me your kind of coaching philosophy. Like, what was your approach for your first year coaching? I know you coach AAU, but coaching this class in SAS middle school, kind of what was your approach and your philosophy to a whole season of basketball?
Just really focus on defense. From day one, I kind of told them, I'll let you play offense. I'll let y'all ball and do your thing, but you will play defense at a level that I need you to play at. So my philosophy is defense first, share the ball offensively, and just, put the team first.
Oh, you just gonna break in a TV set like that, little Hawk, huh? I mean, I know who your dad is and everything. Good to see you, man. I'm
see you too.
Go ahead, finish, Coach.
Oh yeah, just like I said, defense first. Start on the defensive end, and then from there, offensively, if we get stops, I'll let them play, kind of let them do their thing offensively.
Got you. So tell us, brother Ahmad Haq, tell us what position you play, and tell us what do you really like about playing that position.
So I'm a guard, and I like being able to facilitate for my teammates and guard the other team's best guard.
Sure.
And get into the basket and making my own shots.
Got you. So who in basketball do you try to pattern your game after, if there's someone out there?
I like somebody like Russell Westbrook or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, yeah.
The way they play.
Cool. So I know that you run track and that you're really good. How does playing basketball differ, right, from what you do on the basketball court?
You mean track?
You run track, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, so I know it's different from basketball, but what are some of those things that are different in you playing basketball versus than running track? I mean, is it a different mindset? Just kind of what's your approach to basketball versus the track?
Yeah, so for track, I like to lock in 4 races. I think about everything that could go right or wrong. But for basketball, I like to go with the flow and just play my game. Because if I get too caught up, it'll be a mess.
Sure. So, Coach, you have 2 of your student athletes here. Tell us what do you think they bring to this team that won that ACAC championship?
I'll start with Ahmed. I think he brought a level of leadership and he's trying to grow into be a leader. But I think he really, from day one to the championship game, he really developed as a leader. I thought Trey brought a sense of consistency. Every day he showed up to practice hard, kind of led by that way, and Ahmed was more of a vocal kind of leader.
Gotcha. So Ahmed, I apologize for calling me the wrong name. I have a different name that's on the sheet that I was given. So,
You're fine.
All right, I apologize. So tell me, what was your favorite moment in the ACAC championship? Like that thing that you did, right?
So the other team had a really good player, and he was beating us to the basket and stuff. So then coach put me on him, and I started like locking him up. I started taking the ball from him and getting in his head, and that's when we started winning. When I started getting in his head, and that's when the tide shifted.
Sure. That's really cool. So, Coach, I asked this question, and I'm gonna ask these. I'll ask you first. What is your conversation with these young student athletes about nutrition, right? Just nutrition in general, but then especially nutrition on game day. What does that look like? What is your conversation?
Main thing I tell them, just hydrate themselves. I
Sure.
really don't tell them what to eat or what not to. But when we, timeouts and before the game, during the game, make sure they hydrating themselves.
Sure.
Stuff like that.
So Trey, what are you listening to before game, and what are you eating before the game?
Okay, so what I listen to my
SZA?
playlist, SZA's on there.
Yeah.
And Party Next Door. all
Party
that.
Next Door?
Yeah.
That's the name of the song?
Well, that's the artist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm old.
And then what I eat before games, normally like Brahms or something, but we only play good if we eat canes. And we had canes against at the ACAC.
So these are things that you got to have to play well.
Yes.
Canes. All right.
Yes.
What about you, Ahmed?
So my playlist consists of like Gunna, Eminem.
Eminem? You 50?
Still listen to him?
I mean, he's not bad.
That's what I listen to.
To get locked in, like I listen to the beats and like the rhythms of the songs and stuff. And I'll eat, like my mom's a pediatrician, so she'll get me hooked up with a salad.
Oh.
Or I might go buy some almonds or something from Homeland. I'll eat canes with them too, but like I also have my extra snack that I bring from home or whatever.
Sure.
Like apples. I love fruit, especially apples.
Let me ask both you guys these questions. I think I know both your fathers. So the question is, can you beat your dad one-on-one?
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yes, me too. 100%. Yep.
All right. I don't know if Masood is behind me or not, but he might say something different about that.
He has no chance.
What he said.
So Coach, what is obviously you got great parents on this team.
100%.
What are those conversations like? How have you interacted and just appreciated them for what they've done?
I appreciate the parents so much. With me being new, it was just kind of like an easy transition. The parents were awesome, every single one of them. His mom basically adopted the boys and was the team mom and kind of helped me with everything on our end. So, yeah, the parents was awesome this year.
That's really cool. So let me ask you guys this question. I asked the ladies this question earlier. How does it feel, to walk around Classen SAS Middle School after you've won the championship? How do you interact with your peers, and how do they treat you after you show them the ring, right? Or the banner?
All right, the people. So it's like the first day after we were in the halls and stuff, everybody like congratulated us and like everybody got hyped and started like cheering in the hallways and stuff. And then after that, people just been like, I feel like the mood's been kind of bigger at Class and since we both won, both teams won.
Yeah, 100%.
And like the pride has been a little bit higher recently.
Sure. What do you say, Ernest? I'm sorry, Trey. I'm sorry. I keep messing up. I'm betwixt. Go ahead.
I mean, it's really just been normal. I mean, it really felt like a normal game, but yeah, it's just been normal after we won the championship. I don't think anything changed.
Got you.
Chill guy.
What's that?
He's just chill guy.
So to you two guys, and I'll come to you, Coach, with this question about academics. Ahmed, how do you balance the academic rigor and expectation with your high level of commitment to athletics?
Since we practice almost every day, I'll try to like squeeze in some homework before practice and some after. Sometimes it's also some late nights to just up studying, finishing homework. But like eventually you get in a rhythm and it gets easier and easier, and the work starts becoming kind of redundant and gets easier to do.
Sure. Trey, how do you balance your academics and your athletics?
I'm really focused on the homework more in basketball, for like this season. Yeah, I just start with homework first and then go to basketball. Normally train with my dad during the weekends. So yeah.
Sure. What is that just slipped my mind? Your desire to, you guys both getting ready to go to high school. What is your desire to go beyond high school and to compete athletically, right? What does that look like for you?
So I want a full ride D1 scholarship in either sport track or basketball, preferably basketball. And I want to, if I don't go pro, I want to have a good education.
Sure.
So I can get a good job later on in the future.
Sure. Trey?
I want to go basketball all the way for the rest of my life. Schools I've been interested in, mainly Arizona.
Sure.
I feel like it's an underrated school for me to go to and fits perfectly.
Let's get it. So, Coach, what is your conversation with your student athletes about, right? Because it's not too early to start ACT and SAT, and I'm not really sure how those things fit in and recruiting and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
What is your conversation with your student athletes?
Just make sure you take care of your business. They hear me say that all the time, whether it's basketball or outside of basketball. Take care of your business. The last conversation I had with them in the locker room, I pulled them to the side and kind of told them, like, from this point on, it's up to y'all where y'all take it from.
Sure.
You'll be in high school next year, and you got to go take care of your business.
Absolutely. What is one word or many words as you need to describe your team? Right? This year, what is that one word that comes to your mind that describes your team at Class and SAS, middle school?
Together.
And why?
Because, the group of 7th graders we have and the group of 8th graders we have all played together for years now. So when we all came together to play, everybody feels like a big family. Like, the chemistry is great. Everybody might not play, but the bench is almost always livid and uplifting.
Sure.
And there's always that one person that'll lead the charge off the bench and bring some energy into the game and stuff.
Sure. What about you, Trey?
Definitely confidence. Yeah. And then why because of that? Because I feel like every time you have confidence, we get better every single possession of the game.
Sure.
And make our shots and get hype every single time.
Gotcha. So, Coach, what one word, a phrase, what mantra would you describe this team with?
I would probably say together, too. That was the word I was going to use, was together. They, from day one to the last day, they stuck together. They was able to have some tough conversations with each other. Nobody got upset. Everybody took the criticism as what it was, and they stayed together and pulled off the championship.
That's pretty cool. Last question, to say to you guys, who out there, Ahmed, would you want to say thank you to for helping you this season, helping you become a better basketball player? Like, who out there listening that you want to say thank you to?
Oh, 100% my parents, my mom, my dad. My dad for taking me to the gym in the mornings. My mom for, taking me everywhere, driving me and going crazy, driving me everywhere. And just helping me, telling me to eat the right food, telling me to go to sleep, giving me what I need to succeed. You know what I mean?
Sure. Trey?
Mainly my whole family and my friends.
Got you.
I forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, mainly them, and my mom, my dad, and my sister out in New Mexico doing college playing basketball over there.
Who's playing tonight? So we hope she's filling it up, right?
Yep.
All right. So, Coach, who out there would you like to say thank you to? I got 5 minutes. Thank you, Vanna White.
The all the fans in the student body, the band, the cheer squad, pom squad, they killed it this year. This is my first time coaching at the middle school level, and that was crazy to see that gym get as packed as it was every Mondays and Thursdays. It was awesome to see. So I would say the fans, the parents, the band, cheer, pom squad, they did a great job this year.
Sure. So since I have a few more minutes, let me ask this question. What is the one transferable skill? What is the one skill that you have learned from basketball that you apply to your everyday life now, right? So, for an example, if it was confidence, right? So not that I just have confidence on the basketball court, but now I'm more confident in the classroom. I'm more confident. So what is that one word? Now you can't use confidence again, Trey. So what is that one word? That one thing you think you learned in basketball that'll stick with you in other areas of your life. Whomever wants to go first.
Oh, okay. Well, I learned that you have to take what comes to me. I can't force what's happening. So in basketball, you can't force the issue. Like sometimes you have to take what you can get, and that's like that in life. You can't force yourself. You can't always get straight A's.
Sure.
Sometimes you have to just work for a high B, right?
Sure.
I'm not saying you want to be, but you know.
You're really setting some up for your parents. So go right ahead.
So yeah, so you want, you want to let the flow of life, let the flow, whatever. You wanna go with the flow. Right,
Absolutely.
there we go.
Gotcha. Trey.
You said one word? Or
one skill.
One skill.
So maybe when I played college football or high school football, I had to learn how to work hard, right? And so that would be one thing that I would like to carry over in the other aspects of my life. So what would that one word be for you, or one skill?
I don't really know, relationship with basketball and in the school with my teachers and all that.
Sure. So
It means a lot.
relationships. Yeah, because relationships are important. So, Coach, what is the one thing, if you can say one thing that you've tried to teach them beyond basketball skills, what would that be? And it could be several.
No, when you asked that question, I thought about a conversation we had after practice one day was being accountable, being dependable, showing up. Because like I tell them as young men, you playing basketball, your teammates are counting you to show up, do your job. But when you get your own family, you got kids, you got to show up. You got to show up. So that's the main thing I try to show them. Yeah, you just got to show up even when you don't feel like it.
All right. So basketball is over with. What is the next sport that you're playing, Akma?
Track season's beginning, and I'm looking forward to a great year. It's my up year, so I've been running USATF track.
So up years. Explain to us what up year means.
So every age group is 2 years. So it goes 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Gotcha.
And I'll be 14 this year. So I'll have a good chance at becoming an All-American or national champion this year at Junior Olympics.
Well, sure, man. We wish you all the best as it relates to that.
Thank you.
Trey, what are you into next?
I'm gonna stick with basketball, and I'm try to chase scholarships and offers.
Sure.
Yeah.
Are you not running track this year? I think I remember.
Oh, I
seeing
am
you.
running track this year.
I saw you
Yeah.
at track practice last year. I thought.
Yeah.
You look really good out there, Trey.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, Coach, a lot of times, whatever coach, football, basketball, sometimes they try to get their kids to specialize. How do you feel about your student athletes participating in multiple sports?
Yeah, I definitely would encourage them to do other things, but ball is life. Ball is life. So you can do other things, but you still got to put that time in on the court because basketball, if you don't use it, you'll lose it.
Sure.
So you can still got to work on your game.
Sure. Well, listen, man, you guys have done an incredible job. You've had a tremendous amount of success. So last thing, I think we got about a minute or so left now. When you start thinking about, so describe for us kind of these academic tracks that exist at Class at SAS Middle School, and what track are you guys on?
Okay, so Glassen's known as one of the best at least middle schools in OKC, and it's a school of advanced studies. So we have an arts program with visual arts, like dance, dance, music, all that
Drama.
stuff. Drama. So I'm a international baccalaureate major, which is kind of advanced, but it's not really that bad. And
What are you, Trey?
Drama major.
Drama. Oh, you're a thespian.
Drama king.
I played Hamlet at Cambridge. That's really cool, man. No, I really love it. I had a little niece there, Anaya Aruvakava, who did the dance piece, man. And so I'll ask you guys this last question, and we're gonna be done tonight. How even has the academics really benefited you, and how do you feel about that, right? Because I think it's really cool to get the drama, to do all of those things, as well as the academics as a part of that. So how has that been for you in terms of your education there at Class and
To me, I've learned how to play saxophone. I've almost kind of mastered it in the past 3 years. I didn't know how to play any instrument but now I can play a lot of songs. So it unlocks a whole new thing for me if I want to do something later on in my career.
Absolutely. What about you, Trey?
For drama, it's mainly memorizing lines for plays and all that. I feel like I'm getting good at it every single year.
So we gonna see you the next Denzel. I mean,
I'm trying to switch to art, though.
A hooping Denzel, right? Like, it's really cool. Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. Hey, Coach, any parting words for us on tonight?
Oh, no, man. Just like I said, thanks to all the parents, all the fans, thanks to the players. Letting me come in first year and coach them how I felt like I needed to coach them. They responded well, and we got the job done.
Cool beans. Listen, you've been listening to the OKCPS Coaches Show here on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 and streaming live on PPBC TV, presented by Metro Technology Centers, also sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods, Bedford Photography, Groundworks, Grinmore Sneaker Boutiques, all about now photography, TTCU Federal Credit Union, Sam's Club, SSM Health in St. Anthony's, Oklahoma City Community College, Super Prep, Perry Publishing and Broadcasting. Good night, and we'll see you next Monday.
Hey sports fans, get ready to step into the world of championships with Super Prep Live, hosted by Miles Perry, only on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Dive deep into the lives of high school and college athletes with exclusive interviews and insight that reveals what makes them great. Follow Super Prep across all social networks to never miss a moment. It's Super Prep Live with Miles Perry. Tune in, get inspired, and stay connected. Visit OKCSportsRadio.com.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and who wants to win $10,000? First of all, you gotta be a high school senior in the Oklahoma City Metro. Second of all, you gotta hit that QR code down at the bottom. Third of all, this is brought to you by Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores and Perry Publishing Broadcasting. And don't forget Super Prep.